If you know that your tracks are not there yet, they're not ready to be submitted, or maybe you've been submitting your tracks to libraries and either just getting flat out ignored or rejected, I can tell you what the number one cause for most producers of that is. Because I've been educating producers for 3 years now, I've heard enough music, I've given enough feedback to understand what the biggest culprit is for most new coming producers into the TV film licensing world. And it's not your musical chops, it's not your musical ideas, it has nothing to do with any of that. The biggest reason why most of you are facing rejection or your tracks just aren't on that professional level yet is simply because you're not using the right tools. It's as simple as that. If you use very low quality or what I call like the stock sounds that just came with your DAW program or that you found from some free website, and you expect there to be a high quality output on the other end, you're deluding yourself. There is no way that you can start with very low quality ingredients and end up with a really tasty dish at the end. Ask any chef. You got to start with really high quality ingredients from the start. So many of you, if you just updated and sort of upgraded your sound palette that you're using, you would see some immediate benefits to your music. And I know this because I went through this probably about 8 years ago when I started out in the sync licensing business. I did not invest properly in the kinds of sounds and tools that I was using. I just used whatever I could get my hands on. And I was never creating the quality and the hard hitting, impactful music that I really wanted to do because I could hear the difference between my music and everybody else in the industry. So if you're in that boat right now and you definitely know that you have some room to grow, definitely watch this video because I think this is going to be a tool and a useful resource for you that will immediately, and I mean like instantly, increase the quality of your tracks to become much more competitive in the sync licensing business, okay? I'm very excited to reveal to you guys my brand new course. As you can see, you're right up there. It's called Plugins and Palettes. And essentially what this is a 6 video series course broken up into 6 different genres, and I'll go over those in just a second. And what we're doing, it's myself and 2 other professional sync licensing producers. We are opening up our DAW sessions for you and showing you the exact plugins, sound libraries, samplers, loops, and samples that we use in our music that's not only already gotten placed, but we continuously use because they are proven sound palettes and proven plugins that got us to that professional level. I know many of you have wasted and have been stuck searching, constantly going down the rabbit hole of trying to find the perfect string library to use, or where do you get those really great sounding MIDI guitars that sound live so you don't have to keep plugging in your guitar and dealing with tuning and timing, or how do you just get really great live sounding drums that sound like they were recorded in a professional studio? Where do you get all this stuff? More importantly, where do you get it to know that this is proven, right? Where do you find those plugins and those sounds that have been used by professional sync licensing producers? So that's what we are providing for you guys here in this brand new course. So as I talked about before, it's broken up into 6 different videos. And in each video, we not only show you our sessions, show you what we're using to achieve the sounds that we do. We will play the track so you can hear the quality. But we also will give you links beneath every single video so you can directly go and purchase them if you want to. Now, obviously you don't have to, but the really cool thing is you don't have to search anymore. So your search for samples and libraries and samplers and plugins and all that stuff ends right now. You don't have to keep looking for that stuff, okay? We want to make sure that you are set up for success, that you can immediately access these sounds and programs if you want to. Yes, you have to purchase them. We are not including any of these sounds or libraries or samplers in the course. We are merely pointing you in the direction so that you can find them though. But this will still definitely save you weeks, months of searching and then potentially using some sound pack out there or some plugin that doesn't really get you the results that you want. So these are all proven, so you can know that right off the bat going into it. I'm gonna actually show you here what the membership area looks like once you join us here. It basically has these 6 videos broken up into these sections right here. And these are the genres that we cover in the course. Rock, I teach that. Pop, I also teach that. And minimal tension. So these top 3, actually, I am the ones teaching those. So actually, if you go through each one of them, I'm not going to scroll down to show you the recommended plugins here. This is just for members only. But you'll see beneath every single tutorial, all the recommended plugins that are associated with each tutorial that we go through. We also give you a brief overview of each plugin and each sampler and show you how to quickly access high quality sounds from it so that you can immediately, like right after you watch the tutorial and go get whatever sampler or plugin you want, you can immediately start putting these to use and dramatically increase the quality of your tracks. And I guarantee you, you will hear the difference instantly. It was that quick for me when I started using more professional sounds. I know 100% it's going to be that quick for you as well. You obviously still need to have make sure you have the focus of your tracks and the emotional focus of it. You need to have the evolving and the development going on in the track. You need to have proper transitions. You still need to have a high quality product. But for most of you, you have a lot of that covered. It's just that the sounds you're using don't deliver that final result that you're really looking for, okay? And so that's what we have here in the plugins and palettes membership area. So you can go through each one of these. Each tutorial is about an hour. Some are a little bit over, some are a little bit under. But we wanted to make sure that you could immediately get access to these really high quality tools that we personally use. Now, here's what's really cool about this course. There are absolutely zero affiliate links for this course, okay? So none of these companies pay us to recommend any of these sounds to you. So these are 100% just honest recommendations and straight from our sessions, straight from the actual sessions that we've either shopped already the libraries, or even some of these tracks that are in these tutorials have already gotten placements. And that's why these videos will always be private and not publicly available out there. But these are 100% proven tracks that you are basically listening to and getting these insights from, okay? So this is going to save you all that time, all that headache, and you can immediately up your game. You can immediately increase the quality of your tracks, okay? So there's two ways to get access to this course. Number one, you can buy it by itself if you'd like to. Okay, so I will be making this course available independent of Sync Academy or Sync Edge. So if you only want access to this course, but you're not interested in the other courses or the other services that I have, there is a link below and you can absolutely get it. It is $97 and you get lifetime access to all 6 of these tutorials. We actually might be adding onto these tutorials as time goes on. We might be adding some new genres depending on the popularity of this course. If a lot of people like it and they want to see more, and again, the more you guys give me feedback, the more I can add to it. But right now we are basically starting with these 6 because these are I feel the most licensable genres really out there. And so you can basically go through, and if you produce in one of these genres, you'll find this very helpful. But the really cool thing is you could also mix and match these. So let's say you want to do some rock orchestral hybrid, where you just go watch the rock tutorial and the orchestral one, pick and choose between all the samplers and instruments that we recommend between both of those. Combine them, and now you can create your hybrid tracks, right? So you can mix and match any of these and put together some really high quality stuff. We recommend between all of the tutorials that we have on here, there are over 60 different independent plugins, samplers, libraries that we point you in the direction of. So there are tons of choices for you to go through, and you obviously can be, you can use your discretion to decide which ones you want to go through. This is going to be very, very important, especially right now as Black Friday is coming up. Cyber Monday is coming up. Also just the holidays in general. Many of these companies will be putting sales on, massive discounts. This is a good time to start upping your game and starting to, put some investment into the sounds that you're putting out there. So definitely start saving, definitely start putting some extra funds together if you obviously can do that. But this is a really great time of the year to start investing in these because you'll probably get the best value with these sales that are about to hit, okay? So that's first. You can definitely get it by itself. Now, really cool. I will be giving this 100% free to all Sync Academy members. If you have a Sync Academy Access a membership right now, this is now available inside of the Sync Academy platform. It is actually its own standalone course. You all have free access to this as a part of your Sync Academy membership, okay? Now, what I am going to offer for those of you that do want to join us in Sync Academy before the end of the year, December 31st, that will be the cutoff point. If you join us in Sync Academy before the end of this year, and I do recommend you join now before Black Friday and Cyber Monday pull up, you will get also access to this 100% free. So don't worry about the $97. You're going to get it absolutely free with your Sync Academy membership. After the end of the year, after December 31st, this will no longer just be automatically included with Sync Academy memberships, okay? So if you've been sitting on the fence, you've been thinking about joining us, and this might be that sort of extra incentive to make sure that you understand, yes, there's a lot of value you're going to be getting, not only this really awesome course you see right here, but also the 100 plus hours. I think we're almost up to 120 or 130 plus hours of Sync Academy tutorials, because every single month we release new tutorials, 3 or 4 usually every month onto the platform. Not to mention you can also get feedback from the community. We have our awesome feedback corner. You're getting access to daily motivation. You get to log in and participate with the community. You really get to have sort of that awesome that online family that I certainly didn't have when I first got started in this business, and I was completely alone and, didn't know if there were other people out there going through the same thing. With Sync Academy, you are now plugged into our awesome community that's productive, that's positive, and you will know 100% that you are absolutely not alone. There are hundreds of other producers also pursuing this really incredible industry, so that you can bounce ideas off of them and reach out for encouragement and support when you need it, and also offer encouragement and support. It's one of those other awesome things about the community, that when we sort of give to each other, we also receive, usually 10 times over by doing that. So I'm really just encouraged and excited about this new course. The reason why this came about is because I've gotten so many requests from so many members that want to know, what kind of drums should you use? What kind of guitars? Where are the good strings? What kind of horns? What kind of transition effects? What pads are best to use? There are so many of these questions that are floating out there, and I still get them obviously on my platform and in my email inbox almost every single week. So that's where this is coming from, is 100% to serve you and to make your life a lot easier and to set you up for success in the sync licensing business. Now, I know for many of you, maybe you don't have thousands and thousands of dollars to be investing in brand new plugins. I understand that. I understand that when I first got started, I had to be very selective with how many new plugins and things that I could buy at one given time. But I will tell you, if you're going to take yourself seriously, if you really want this to be a multi-decade, potentially lifelong future career for yourself, you will have to invest, okay? You have to invest in high quality samples and plugins. These companies are awesome and incredible, and I thank them. I'm here publicly thanking all the ones that we recommend. Thank you guys all for putting your awesome products out there to allow people like me to do this full time. Without these plugins, without these samplers, without these really high quality tools at my disposal, I could not be doing what I'm doing. I'd have to go fork out tens of thousands of dollars to a professional studio to get access to these kinds of sounds, not to mention hiring like an orchestra to record my ideas. Forget it, right? We just can't afford that. Most of us are not in that boat to be able to afford those kind of things. So compared to that previous option about 20 years ago, that was what we had to deal with. This is a bargain, okay? These tools and these sounds, these are all very, very affordable. So I do believe that you need to invest in your career, and you do need to have high quality tools. So think about how important this is for you. Think about how important your career is to you, and how important it is to increase the quality of your tracks. If you've been feeling like you've been putting a lot of work into your career, a lot of work into your music, and you're just not getting to that point of getting acceptances, getting those placements, and it's always feeling like you're kind of an outsider, an imposter, you don't really feel like you have it, or whatever you feel like that might be, because your tracks just don't feel like they're on par with the competition out there, the tracks that you hear in libraries that you've been researching, this could be the big missing ingredient for you. Okay, this could be the one very simple fix. It's not rocket science. It's not complicated. It's just the equation of starting to use really high quality samples, and not just relying on just the stuff that came with your DAW, or just the stuff you could find from some free website that has low quality stuff. Okay. Professionals invest in themselves, and also professionals use high quality tools, high quality ingredients. So my goal for you guys, if you enroll in Plugins and Palettes, is to get access to those high quality ingredients and tools immediately. So once again, click on the link below if you want to sign up, and you can sign up for this course independently of anything else. You can get it by itself, lifetime access. Or if you sign up for Sync Academy, that link will also be below. Get this course 100% free, added with your Sync Academy membership. So can't wait to hear how you guys do with this, what your feedback is. Always let me know, Jesse at syncmymusic.com, or obviously just comment on this video and let me know what you think about it. We have other big plans to add onto this series. We might be going into more mixing and mastering plugins, and going into how we use those as well. So depending on the interaction and depending on how well this really sits with you guys, the more of this kind of content I'm going to be bringing you guys. Again, everything that I do is meant to get you results. And this is one of those rare situations where after you go through these videos and maybe invest in one or two of these plugins or samplers, you will see the results instantly. We're like literally what you can do. Let's say you had some rock track with some drums that just weren't quite doing it. You get the rock drums that I'm recommending in this course, swap them out, right? Let's say you have all your MIDI tracks in your sampler, literally just copy and paste your MIDI file onto the new one. You will hear the difference immediately. I can guarantee you that. In fact, that's my guarantee with this course. If you sign up for it by itself and you don't immediately notice that sonic difference, you don't immediately see the improvement in your production quality, 100% refund. Email me right away and I will get you that refund instantly. Okay, so I am guaranteeing you will see the results with this course, and that's what my aim is for plugins and palettes. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see many of you enroll, and I hope to see, even more importantly, many more positive results and testimonials from you guys that actually do get accepted and start getting your placements because you're now using professional tools.